So far into the Kingdom Hearts 4 hype cycle, we have one trailer from 2.5 years ago. Since then, we haven't gotten anything for Kingdom Hearts 4, and while I've hoped and hoped and hoped, we still got nothing. But when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, my copium will forever be high because I love this series too much. So I thought we should talk a little bit more about one of Kingdom Hearts 4's more mysterious reveals that Nomura talked about right after the new number title was revealed. This is a new gameplay mechanic coming to Kingdom Hearts 4 called Build. You can translate the text and see this right at the bottom of the command menu during the short gameplay segment against Gigaside. The director of Kingdom Hearts, Tetsuya Nomura, was asked about this in 2 comments in a Famitsu interview, which I'll read. The word build is at the bottom of the command menu on the lower left. What does it refer to? The battle concept this time around is scrap and build, with build being the command that represents it. Scrap and build. What is that exactly? I can't give you the details yet, but destruction and reconfiguration are key. Please wait for more information. So I think right off the bat, this is a very interesting concept for a gameplay system. I don't know how deep they're going to go with this exactly, but what comes to mind immediately is a Yozora-like system. For those of you that beat or played the Remind boss fight, Yozora in Kingdom Hearts 3, Yozora kind of has this gimmick of lasers and stealing your Keyblade and kind of creating these sort of like prism structures. And actually in one of the tips that you get for dying to Yozora, they call Yozora's powers creations. Now this could just be a vague term because they don't want to reveal too much, but creations, scrap and build, I think there's definitely some correlation here. Maybe it's a system where you can take moves from other enemies, likely key bosses in the story, and integrate them into combat. It would be really cool if they went the extra mile and did this with even regular Heartless or select Heartless you fight throughout the world or whatever the enemies are. Since we're in Quadratum and all, it might be something different. But I've always liked mechanics like these in video games. A game that also comes to mind that's very different from Kingdom Hearts is Kirby. A lot of Kirby games have this thing where you can like eat the enemies on screen and kind of take their abilities. That's one of the big things in every Kirby game, and if it's something like that for this, I think that would be really cool. But this idea for scrap and build could go really far or it could be as minimal as possible. I'm really interested in what exactly they create with this. We might have seen it in the trailer actually. During this moment with Gigaside in the trailer, we're calling him Gigaside now. During that sequence where we see the reaction commands return, you can see like darkness from the Gigaside swirling around the attack, and Sora creates a drill out of it. And on first glance, I didn't think like this could have been the scrap and build mechanic, but with the context of scrap and build, you can see Sora kind of takes away a little bit of the darkness, and all of the effects of that darkness swirl into this attack, and Sora then just kind of launches it right back at them. Now again, this is a reaction command in the trailer and was pretty much confirmed to be so, but since this is very early on into the game, it could be a teaser for what build could end up being. Like maybe you unlock it right after this fight or something after doing this command. Pretty much every Kingdom Hearts game introduces a big new mechanic. These mechanics are the main things that set each Kingdom Hearts game apart, and also what makes certain games so fun to go back to. The gimmick for Kingdom Hearts 4, the big new mechanic, seems to be this build mechanic. I'm sure there will be many others introduced in Kingdom Hearts 4 as well, but even with them adding new things to Kingdom Hearts 4, I also hope that they still kind of take what they did with Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind especially and kind of refine and tune it a little bit. We haven't seen much of Kingdom Hearts 4's gameplay, and with all of the begging and people wanting a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 really bad, understandably so, since it's been 2.5 years and we haven't heard a peep. We heard about Nomura's retirement before we heard about Kingdom Hearts 4 again, which is wild. But the main thing I'm wanting out of another Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer is gameplay. Kingdom Hearts 3 spoiled us a lot with story details. I made a whole video essay about that, and I don't really want that to happen this time. So while I am hoping for a trailer, what I mainly want to see from a trailer is more gameplay elements, see more of the scrap and build mechanic actually, and understand the direction they're going with bosses, combat fluidity, and maybe a little bit about how worlds are going to work. Since we haven't seen too much of what Scrap and Build could be yet, it's still up in the air, so a lot of this is speculative aside from what Nomura said himself. I'm leaning towards this being a mechanic where you can kind of take some abilities from bosses and enemies. I think that would be insanely cool. Maybe we could have some sort of system where you could kind of stockpile abilities from enemies and just throw them all into one fight. But until we see more, all we can really do is speculate, which I want to turn the conversation over to you guys and ask you guys, what do you think this mechanic could be? That'll be it from me, and remember to be nice, be safe, and take care everyone. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon.